Hi, it's Phil Bedford here, the founder of the Rebel Networker and master franchisee for Asentiv in the UAE and the GCC. And it's my pleasure today to share with you some tips on how I know personally I've managed to not only survive but thrive better than I expected during this COVID campaign. And what I really hope you do is take away from this at least some tips, some hope, and just one or two actions that can help you get through this. I think at the end of the day, there was one of the biggest gurus of the modern age is a gentleman called Napoleon Hill. And Napoleon Hill said that if you take the 5 people that you spend the most time with, add their incomes together, divide by 5, that your personal income would be the average, would be within $2,000 of that average. And so what it's saying here is, as human beings, we become the average of our environment. So if we think back to when we were kids, you know, who did all the rich kids hang around? Well, the rich kids, right? Who did all the clever kids hang around? The clever kids. You know, and as we move through life, we see similar things happening. You know, people that like to network hang around with people that like to network. People that like the triathlon hang around with people that like the triathlon. Entrepreneurs and business owners should seek out other entrepreneurs and other business owners who are more successful or have different ways of looking at the world and different experiences. What happens, therefore, when we can surround ourselves with these kind of people is we can get people that understand us, can challenge us, and give us new ideas. Now, every relationship we have, every person we know, is either lifting us up or pulling us back. And think about that for a minute. There is no in between. So particularly in tough times, doesn't it make sense, therefore, that we should be looking for people who are positive, people who like to help, people who have multiple skill sets, who may be vision and mission driven, who we can start to hang around, who can give us ideas. Now, one of the reasons things during this period haven't been as bad as they could have been for me is I have the privilege of hanging around a number of my clients who are all entrepreneurs, small business owners, and they have multiple professions, multiple experiences. So in our mastermind communities, you know, I'm running these, and at the same time, I'm hearing all the ideas that are getting shared by the entrepreneurs. And so people are getting the ideas from people with different experiences. These ideas are allowing them to run and try different things, and many of them are at least getting through this experience with more positivity and often more revenue than they ever would have done before. You know, my business as an example, I tend to work with most people in the real world. A large part of my business is networking, coaching, which is done face to face. And so when COVID hit, I was like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? You know, maybe we'll just have to keep going and kind of hold our breath and hope. And what we were able to do was pivot and take all our stuff online, which had opened up cross-border work. And so for me, it changed. I took a lot of stuff online, but a lot of these ideas came from the people I'm around. So what I recommend you to do, and I acknowledge the fact there's going to be different people on this listening to this. Some of you will be in a profession where you absolutely cannot do anything, and you know, my heart goes out to you, and you know, I hope everything works for you. Other people will be thriving in a way that's never expected just because their business model is fueled by the whole situation, and the rest of us are somewhere along that line. So hopefully you'll get some ideas. But I tell you what, if there's only you've only got your personal life experiences up till now to help you find a solution. If you can surround yourself with multiple people, multiple experiences, who are potentially either equal or more experienced than you, you're going to get better ideas. When 2 minds come together, a third mind is born. Phil Bedford,